everyone, have you ever looked into your Excel formulas and wondered why these little strange symbol means? Like you can see on the screen. So many of our formulas has these symbols in it, like the dollar sign, asterisk, hash, at, question mark, curly, dot, and there are so many. They are everywhere in Excels. Yet most people either ignore them or use them without really understanding what they do. The truth is, these symbols aren't random at all. In fact, they are the hidden power switches of Excel. They can completely change the way your formula behaves, sometimes in a small ways, sometimes in a massive ways. If you don't know how they work, you could be making mistakes in your calculation without even realizing it. So in today's video, I'll walk you through each one with simple practical examples so we can finally start using them with confidence. So grab a coffee, open up your Excel file and let's dive in. But before jumping on that, if you haven't subscribed my channel, please subscribe Samsung now. I will be very thankful for that. So let's start it. So let's start with the dollar sign. So let me get the sheet open. So this is a sheet where we can see our products quantity and the average price for each product is $26, right? So this is our fixed cell where we are going to apply for each of our products. So in Excel, when we use any cell reference like A5, A7, like any of the cell, by default it is relative. So that means if you copy the formula to another cell, Excel adjusts the reference automatically. What does that mean? So when we copy, so this is our average of our product average price of our product into our quantity. So when we bring our formula down, right, so by default it also brings our price cell reference down, right? To ignore this one, to fix our cell, what we need to do, we use the dollar sign. So how we can fix is equal to our price, and then to fix this one, what we are going to we are going to click F4. So when we click F4 on our keyboard into our quantity, right, so it has fixed our cell reference, means it has fixed our price here, right? So let's bring the formula down now. So you can see it has fixed, it hasn't bring our cell reference down because we have fixed the cell reference. So we can say the dollar sign is the backbone of our formula, right? It locks the rows or columns, whatever you want to lock, it will lock our rows or columns. Okay, the second one is the asterisk wildcard, right? So let me bring the another sheet here. So here what we can see, we do have the product names and then the prices. So what we are going to do, we are going to count all the cells that contains the word apple anywhere. So anywhere we can, wherever we can see the apple, it will count the numbers for us. So what we are going to use is equal to count if, right, count if, and then our range from here, right, and then comma, and then we are going to use asterisk sign. So wherever we can see apple, we need the number, right, and then so we can see there are 8 items that contains apple, right? But what if we need to count the cells that contains the word at the end? So here we can see at the end, it in the first one the apple is at the beginning and here it is at the end. So wherever we can see the apple at the end, so then how we can count those ones? So for those ones, what we need to do is equal to count if, right, count if the cell reference range, and then apple, and then put the asterisk sign here because we are going to count wherever the apple is at the end, right? And then close it. So there are 3. So we can see here this is the first one, here this is the second one, this is the third one. So there are 3 product names where the apple is at the end, right? Here, count all the cells that contain the word apple at the beginning. So wherever the apple word is at the beginning, we need to count those cells. So is equal to count if, right? Count if, and then our range is this one, and then now is it at the beginning, so put the asterisk sign at the beginning, and then apple, and then close, right? So there are 3 different cells, so 1 and then 2, and then this is the third one. So there are 3 different product names where the apple name contains at the beginning of the product. Okay, and then we are going to use the sum if formula. So where there is a watch contains watch, we need to get the sum for that one, right? So green, so I'm going to change apple to watch here again. So green watch pie. So let's see. So is equal to sum if from this range, right? We are going to get where there is a watch, but I'm going to forget. So let's put the asterisk where anywhere. So if it is anywhere, put the asterisk in the beginning and at the end, right? And then comma, give me the sum of the product, and then see. So it give me 21 because here we can see there are 2 items where the watch contains. So one is 15 and then the other one is 6. So 15 plus 6, it has given us the sum of these 2 products, which is 21. Okay, so the next one is the question mark. So this is the sheet for the question mark. So in some of the formulas you have seen, like it has question mark symbol in the formulas. What does that question mark symbol in the formula means? So I'm going to use 2 different formulas here. One is the count if, and then the other one is the sum if. So with the count if count the cells where my invoice contains INV plus question mark, right? And then I need to count those cells. So here count if from my range, right? What I'm going to count, INV, and then question mark, 1 single character, and then it has given me 1. Now you might be wondering why it has given me 1, because 1 question mark means 1 single character. So here we can see there's only this cell where only 1 single character contains after the INV. So let's change this one into 2 question marks, right? So it has counted 3 because there are 3 different cells where after the INV has 2 characters, right? So if I put another question mark here, it will give me 1 because this is the another one where after INV has 3 different characters. So it depends how many characters we need. We are going to put the question mark there, right? So this is count if. So next one I'm going to use is the sum if formula. So is equal to sum if, right? And then my range, comma, INV, INB1 question, and then sum of this product, right? And then it has given me 8,700. Why? Because I have given INV1. So after 1, 2, so 1, 2, 3. So these are the 3, 8,700. So let's change this one to only INV now. I have deleted. So it has it says it has nothing here. So let's put the number here, so it will give me 4000. So in this way we can use the question mark. So okay, so the next one is the curly braces. So in many of the formulas you have seen like these curly braces start with the curly braces and then end with the curly braces in the formula, right? So what does this curly braces means? So the curly braces are used to represent the array. So what does array mean? A collection of values, can be numbers, text, or logical values that can be stored or used in the formulas. So I'm going to use one of the example. The example I'm going to use is the date examples. Like suppose we want to generate a spilled array of quarters, start dates for let's say 2025, right? So date, right, I'm going to use date formula here. For my 2025 I need the quarters, so I start with the curly brace, right? So my first quarter starts with first month, and then quarter 4th April, and then the 7th month, and then the 10th month, right? And then close the curly bracket, and then this one, right? And then close. So it has given me, so let format the rest of the cells. So it has given me in a horizontal, right? But what if I need this one in a vertical? So what I'm going to use, I'm going to use semicolon instead of comma. So is equal to date, we are going to use the same formula here, 2025 curly brackets 1, the first one we use the comma, now we are going to use semicolon, 4 semicolon 7 semicolon 10, right? Close the curly bracket, and then so you can see it has given me the dates in a vertical way. So with semicolon it will give us the array into vertical. With the just a comma it will give us the array in the horizontal way, right? So in this way we can use these curly braces. And the next one is the hash spilled array. Spilled array formula like unique here. So here are the unique departments, right? So we use the unique. So unique is one of the best new feature in Excel. When we reference any Excel table in formulas, any new data is automatically updated, right? So I'm going to use one of the another person here. So let's say Jez, and he's under the operations department, right? So when I included any data, it will automatically update in the unique departments, right? But here this is the count, but we notice that the count it hasn't updated because it doesn't include the cell for that new record. So here we can see we have given the cell reference range, right? So here where we don't need to give the range, so the hash sign comes there. So let's say we are going to count this one here. So instead of using all the departments, what we are going to use, we are going to use only the first one and then put the hash at the end. Then it will count automatically. Whatever is updated in the unique department, it will count update automatically. So let's say I have another department, so like a customer service, like customer service department. So it will automatically count the another department as well, right? So in this way the hash formula works. And then at the end we do have at this sign, right? So when let's say we are going to multiply our price with the quantity and then get the total price, and then so you can see the this at sign is automatically in the formula, right? But we need to know why this is here. So at symbol tells Excel to use a value from a current row within a table formula. So calculation always reference the correct cell when formula is filled on automatically, right? So it gives the exact and the correct cells reference. So that's why at sign works here. So well, we have covered many of the symbols, and we have seen how these symbols actually work with real data sets. Once we master with these ones, our formulas stop being guesswork and start becoming powerful tools. So at the end, before we go, let me know in the comment if you like these symbols and if you have found these symbols are really useful, and let me know also if you are still confused with these symbols. Just go through with these symbols again and again, and one day you will be master it. Okay, and of course, if this tutorial helped you, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe for more Excel tips, and share this video with your friends and co-workers who wants to boost their Excel skills. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.